Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam. Yeah. Oh. Hey, Gabe. Okay, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah, Bot is definitely on something. Well, here we are. Loma, Montana. Now, the thing is, in testing out this map, I gave myself a whole map. So we've got some choices. We can either continue on and build our way up by working the fields, or tomorrow night I could start over and we would only own about 2 fields and work our way up doing contracts. I believe the 2 fields we would own are only the ones right next to where we're at right at the moment. Find where we are here. Fine. It would be these 2 and they don't have anything in them. I believe the rest we don't own if we did that, which is fine. But we need to decide when we build up where we want our farm. Do we want cows? Do we even want to do this map? There are other options. So we'll take a look around, do some field work tonight, hit her around and see what we think, and then decide. So that's the plan. There are some nice farms on this map. It's a very beautiful map, but do we want to do it or do we want to do something else? This is a 4X. We just got done doing a 64X. We could do a 2X, we could do a 16X. I've got options. I just want to know what you guys think. And Adam survived his heist. Woohoo! Okay, so let's jump in the Mahindra. This is the only thing I bought aside from the sweating equipment that we already had. And we'll go take a look around. Now this is a 4X map. It's got some nice fields on it, but it's also got what I would consider a lot of wasted space. Big mountains that pick up space that we can't do anything with, really. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the map. Okay, never mind. Sorry. So here's the equipment dealer. I'm still getting to know the layout of this map. Is there anhydrous on this map? Amerigas. Either anhydrous or propane and propane accessories. Propane and propane accessories? Nice. Okay. Okay. Probably. So we'll drive around and we'll look at some of the farms. Because where we start, there's not much really to see. We can take a look at that real quick. where you start off and what you start off with isn't much. The equipment's kind of and that's another thing. If we do a 2x map, I'm going to do more realistic capacities. If we do a 4x, it'll be enhanced depending on what it is. Like maybe realistic capacities for like seeders and sprayers, enhanced a little bit for tippers and combines. Yeah. Now you can sloth what? Blacks, I think it is on this map, which is different. But that's only one extra crop. B. This is a residential area by our two fields, and then our equipment's parked out in front of it. Try and get past these trees so we can see what we're doing. And that's about it. But there are other farms already built on the map that are cool, but they're farther away from the cows if we raised cows. If we raised cows on here, we're probably going to do beef for a change, because we usually do dairy. Are you still wanting to be in my trekking company, Pete? Do you care? I'm just trying to find out, because we do have a 1 race load per month minimum that we're trying to enforce, because we're trying to compete for race miles. Yeah, okay. Well, you might get removed from the company. But I don't think you seem too worried about it, so. Alright, Wasted Mountain. Let's go up here. If we did a crop farm, this is one of them. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. We're just trying to be competitive, and if we're going to cut some of the people for inactivity, we need to cut all of the inactive people. Trust me, if there's some people I would be fine with keeping, and others I would just be like, bye. And you're one of the ones that I'd just be like, no, I'll just leave them on there. But there's others that I'd like to just kick out and be done. But this is the edge of the map right here. All these bushes. That's no man's land out there. And I don't mean the alien gym map. Lots of bushes on this map, and these annoying little fences, but they're deletable. So visually this is a very nice map, but yeah, every map has its drawbacks in my opinion, and yeah. So this is kind of a nice farm. It's got some cattle pastures. Hello, Aurelian. So we could raise beef cattle up here. Now the way that you feed is, I believe, a little different on this map. So that's one reason why I'd want to do this for the way the map's laid out. So that's something else to consider on here. I have a feeling if we do stay on this map, depending on what you guys think, I'll turn off traffic to make it easier on us, probably. See, I could build out here if I wanted to, make a field. So we'll take a look around at some of the more pre-built farms. If you guys want to do this map already owning everything, or if we want to start it over tomorrow night and do contracts and work our way up that way. Water, no! Water, the mortal enemy of those who don't want to drown. I haven't done a lot of exploring on the ground on this map. I've done some flying around going, ooh, that looks nice, that's cool. But I haven't really done this. The get in a Mahindra or something and just drive. And sometimes you just miss things from the sky. You gotta get down here and really look. Now right over here, just down the hill from where we do have all of our equipment parked, is one of the feedlots. Alrighty. So, you know, there's a big feedlot here next to the sell points, which is kind of cool. It would be kind of fun to have a beef cattle farm. There is a recreation on here of a farm that is run by famous YouTubers. Trying to remember where that one is. See, it's hard to tell where the map ends, but it actually ends like right here. This is all unused. This is all unused. You are welcome. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm getting very excited, very stoked for FS25. It's going to be fun. I think we were already up there. Get a little turned around here. We might drive back to the farm and fly around and show you guys the aerial view. But here's our starting equipment. I bought the Mahindra, but we do start with, in all the game modes, we start with it anyways. The Chrome, the K-Brand Windrower, K-Brand Round Baler, Tedder, Plow, Seeder, Tipper, Green Header, and Ideal Combine. No corn header yet. No swather or pickup header for that. So that's something we would be investing in, because I do want to do swathing on this map if we play it. Get a bird's eye view. It's a beautiful map. I came down here thinking there was a road up there. The road up there onto that mountain is back around over here, which we didn't drive to yet. Drive up here. Got a pre-built farm there, which is kind of nice. It's a nice looking farm. Big field next to it. Big field next to it. And it's an oak field. That would be fun to swath. And we got some small fields up here. Look like they're, yeah, flax. So we could swath that. More flax, I believe. Just the flax, man. Oh, canola. So we can swath that. Lentils. More canola to swath. So if we had a farm up here, we'd have plenty of crops to swath, which we could take out a loan and get a swather and get started on this stuff and move up here if we wanted to do just a crop swathing farm. There's a big feedlot down there. That would be fun. Whether we work our way up to this stuff or not. Here's the famous YouTuber farm recreation here in Montana. That's a nice hint as to the YouTubers. Especially if we got ourselves like a Big Bud. And a quad track and a Magnum. Yeah, the Lewis and Clark stuff's neat. Hello, Bambi. But yeah, this is a recreation of the Welker Farms farmyard up here. Kind of cool. So we have options. We do have options. So, Anybody have any thoughts on what we should do? I know what Gabe's gonna say, so anybody else besides Gabe? Oh yeah, we also have a Massey. Do we stay and build up our equipment from what we had here? Do we restart it tomorrow night and do contracts? Yes, that is correct. Do we do a different map tomorrow night? Those are the questions. All right, let's start selling some of this stuff off and buying new stuff. Sell the stuff off, take a loan if we need to, buy some new stuff. We're going to go up and start swathing some of those big fields up on the mountain. That's what I'm thinking for tonight. intentionally. There we go. Forgot to put the land management on there. Of course you're gonna do that to me. I hate when you do that. Oops, that's the wrong way. Yeah, I saw it, but it's the matter of some of the maps I am on don't like a lot of script mods being added in, so I'm a little leery of adding it yet to avoid problems. I might check it out, but it's something that would have been more fun, I don't know, a year ago. Yeah, I know. We're getting a lot of really good ones right near the end of 22. But if we do throwbacks on 22 or flashback Fridays or anything, we'll have them for that. And hopefully it means that those mods will maybe come in 25 faster. Would be nice. So we're going to need to get a swather header for the swather. Get the swather over here and start cutting. And then we will pick it up. And then we will... I don't know if we're going to bale the straw or not. That's a lot of baling. I don't know what we're doing on this map yet. If we're even going to be on this map, because we haven't decided. But we need to get the swather and this header up here. And then we'll need to get a truck to transport the crop. Just what? A loading wagon? Huh? We'll just park this in the yard over here. For meow. I need this one. That looks good. Put some decals on it. So in FS25, the tab, you turn around and face the other direction in the seat, so you're facing that way. You'll steer with what would then be these front wheels, and there would be a bar here on this end with a hitch for towing your swathing header. So that, to me, is a nice improvement over this mod from 22. And as far as I can tell right now, the swathing is only a bonus if pre-order. Misjudging how wide this header is. I know I'm going to need a tractor to run a baler or a loading wagon. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on the whole swathing only being pre-order, but it could be a thing where in the agreement with MacDon, that's part of MacDon agreeing to be in the game, is being a bit more exclusive at first. I don't know. We still have a lot more equipment to be announced yet, with fact sheets and everything else. We have not been told anything about the cultivation of spinach, except we've seen that it is an in-ground crop and not a greenhouse crop. They've already focused some attention to rice, but there's a lot more information still to come. So it's just a matter of stay tuned. I will report to you guys everything I learn as I can over the next 5 months. 5 months and 2 days, guys. 5 months and, well, 1 day, because today's almost over. So basically about 5 months exactly, at least, until I have the game. Because I might get it a little early. I'm sure that the premium crops from 22 are going to be base game in 25, so we'll have the equipment for that. We should have everything we had as premium expansion, because the European map that they haven't shown yet is a revamped and updated Zelonka. So we know we have Riverbend Springs, which is the US map, Zelonka, and the yet to be named but shown Asia map are the 3 base game maps at launch. No word yet on Silver Run Forest, if or when we're getting that. I would like to know that, because that would be fun. There's a lot of stuff. There was some good information out of FarmCon. I was hoping for more than what we got, to be honest. They're still paying a lot of attention and talking about the new lighting system and the ground deformation, which is great, but they don't really affect gameplay as much as like the GPS that they're putting in does, and the crops and the machinery. All right, Adam, thank you. Yes, that stuff will be fun. So once Giants Editor comes out, that'll be cool. It looks like, I'm thinking that there's on Riverbend Springs an old dilapidated silo system next to the train that we probably have to restore in order to be able to use either for the train or just as a silo or a sell point. I don't know. Of course, the placeable and buildable farmhouses will be cool. So, you know, yeah. Lots of cool stuff yet to come our way though yet. So actually 25 meters is what I need. Because this is a 50-meter swather header. It's cutting grass, but it's not putting grass in the field. Oops, I didn't activate. With Alt X. So that'll throw me out here, out further, and keep me the correct distance from the field edge. There we go. Now I have cruise control going. I can just let it go for a minute. Yep. Thank you, Headland Management. You're neato. And when I come through with the header, the pickup header on the combine to pick up this swath, it'll be even better yet. Okay, so now where are we? Oh, we're right here. Because we need... we didn't buy the F score for this field. There we go. That might change our yield a little bit. It should. Yeah, okay. The way he's steering so erratic isn't the speed he's going. It's the edge of the field. Nick! Okay, so we got the pickup header for the swather. Swather's doing his thing. We will need a tractor and a baler. We're also going to need a truck and trailer to take care of this crop. Let's do some shopping while courseplay, or not courseplay, but headland management does its thing. What do we got in the used? Anything good? No, not really. Okay, well, never hurts to take a look. We're kind of going green on here. Oh, did it? Okay, well, I think I'm trekking with Gabe tonight after a stream, so I'll probably have to deal with that then. Where's that John Deere square baler I got the other day? That'd be good to have right now. Because I think I will bale this. I know. It sounds rather insane, doesn't it? I'm not going to worry about a silage additive tank right now because I'm not doing silage bales at the moment. Ooh, okay, well, I'm gonna have to take out a bit of a loan here. Let's see, we need a truck. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, yeah, we're good. We'll be alright. Painted New Holland blue. That's too red. Look at the Super Bee. Yeah. That would super be okay. Take up just about all of our money right now without taking out a loan, but that's alright. Because we're going to have cotton slow once we get done picking up the smoth. So, that's fine. It'll be fine. Well, since nobody seems to have any preference about whether we do this map or a different map, or whether we start this map over, we'll just stay here. Turkey bird. This is a big old field, so we'll have plenty of stuff to sell from it, which is going to be nice. Because we're going to need to buy... Well, we already got the baler, but we're going to need plow, a line spreader, fertilizer spreader, stone picker, all kinds of fun stuff. So we'll use headland management and make one complete pass, picking a headland like this. And then we'll probably use VCA to go up and down and finish it off. I like how when it's going so slow, it doesn't miss very much on the corners. That's good. In this map so far. I didn't do the beta because I think that was Patreon only, and yeah, I'm not doing that. So I think we'll swath and pick up this field, and then sell it off, use the money to buy some more equipment, and then we can worry about doing the other fields, because we're going to have to buy PF scores as we go. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm glad to have a realistic looking map that's more of the western end of the U.S. I saw the trailer from MRG for, what was it, Stitzer, Wisconsin, I think it comes out August 22nd. And then it'll be in FS25 probably in the spring of 25, he said. So that'll be cool. It looks pretty good. Dang autocorrect. Yeah, it comes out, well, about a month and a half from now. We'll probably check it out. It looks pretty awesome. Nice. Yeah. His stuff in 19 was really good, but I haven't seen much from him in 22 to really have a big opinion. But like I said, this one looks pretty good. It's got a barn with a bale conveyor, it looks like. You actually have to pull up and like load in the manure and slurry rather than just drive up and hit a trigger and it just magically goes into your equipment. And visually his maps usually are real nice. Not too unlike this map. And that field right over there, right over yonder, is just begging to be merged with this one. But this one's so large already, I don't know if I want to torture myself that much. Now, some of the smaller fields might come to go together, but this one might stay the way it is for its sheer size. That's it. Take it nice and slow. Oh, you missed a little bit, but I don't think we're going to be hurting for money that bad that it's going to kill us to miss a little bit. One of the maps I've been playing in single player, it's a 2x map with some wasted space. Dredge Creek, Alaska got an update today. It does not say it's an update, but it is. And I don't know if it really needs a new start or not. Land management does a good job. It doesn't like sudden turns. Did you look at the change log on that one, Gabe? Alright. Like I said, I'm gonna update it. It's one we could stream once in a while too. It's kind of it's a neat map. Jeez, this thing's going 6 miles an hour. It can't go any slower. You're still missing stuff. I think what had me second guessing about needing a new update or not, new save or not, Gabe, was something about changes to the foliage or something. I wasn't sure what you meant by that and what effect that would have. I'm hoping modders add other multi-fruits to be swathed in 25. I want to swath hemp and increase its yield. That'd be cool. I was getting ready to harvest a hemp field on a map earlier and thought, oh, that's right. I need to turn on the windrow because this map has hemp windrow on it. And that's money. That's extra money right there. Okay, almost done with one complete headland of this map. And then we'll do some up and downs. Well, if it finally downloaded off of that slow link, then yeah. I know it was trying to be more cooperative for you late last night, but there's where we started. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already, click that like button. If If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. I will be bringing you all of the FS25 information I can as I get it. That's it. Finish up your headline. There you go. Clean it up. Good job. Good job. Think about right there would be a good spot. Check the width. Turn that on. You're dealing with rain, Gabe. I had 108-degree heat today. It's not going to be much cooler tomorrow. A little bit, but not much. I believe the term le ouf comes to mind. Let's just say I didn't go outside much today. No, thank you. Try and get some stuff done on Friday when it's supposed to be about low 90s. I'll have to make another pass back and get that stuff over there that we're missing. Square this off. Alright, Pete, thanks for stopping in, bud. And thank you for using my my code to pre-order the game. I appreciate it. Hope to see you again soon. It was really good to see you tonight. Definitely, Gabe, definitely. For people with asthma, even though there's, no humidity, it's still tough to breathe when it's that hot. You get these people, oh, but it's a dry heat. So, if you can't breathe, you can't breathe. It doesn't matter. So we're going to be crazy enough not only to have stones turned on this map, but also weeds. And of course, lime's going to be required, plowing. Yeah. I'm not a glutton for punishment, you're a glutton for punishment. Wait, what? Let's get this stuff cleaned up. I'll have to make yet another pass down because, yeah. How are you missing? Fine. Something is wrong with the offset. Or it's not a true 50-meter width. We might have to look at our edit of this. Okay. Gonna make picking this up interesting, but we'll manage just fine. One thing we're gonna need to do when we sell this swath of crop, once we take it up, is we're going to need to buy an auto-load flatbed trailer for the bales. Because I am not picking up these bales any other way. Although I could get one of those Demco special transport trailers that holds like 88 square bales. That wouldn't be too bad. And then I would also have it to configure on the fly to be a vehicle transport low loader. Yeah, because I could just use Mobile Workshop Gabe over and over again to change it over from bale loader to just regular drop deck. So if I want to transport the combine or the swather, or probably both, for how long it is, I could do that real easy. Now the back wheels on this swather, being just casters, sometimes it gets a little bit wonky in the steering. But in 25, with them being the wheels used for steering the way they are, yeah, there's something not quite right about this width. Look at this. They might not be so hard to control. All right, Adam. Have a good one. Yeah, I'll have to mess with it some more. Because if I go here, make those taller. See, the line is right down the center. So the swather's not offset. That's right down the middle. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just more of an annoyance when I have to go back and get little bits like this. This is like after every pass. Right now I don't have the GPS locked in, so it's not centered. That's because I'm just cleaning up. At least it's working on this map. Unlike when I tried to use it on New Horizon the other day. I had such big swathing plans for that playthrough too, for my stuff on that map. Oh, that makes me upset. Yeah, he just doesn't have the map set for it. It's that simple. Obviously, because this map has swathable flax, which is a multi-fruit crop, this map has been set up for it, so it works. But I think with all of the windrows off of some of the multi-fruit crops on that map, I guess he just didn't think that setting it to do that would work on that map or something. I don't know. Because if you harvest hops on that map and you leave a windrow, you get grass. A couple of the other crops, if you aren't using Yosa's extended straw crop mod, you get straws from them too. Like canola straw, soybean straw. I think that's part of the problem. Yep, see, it's missing. Brr. I guess we need to take a look at the dimensions on the original mod and see if we needed to go like 25 point something and we only went 25. It might need a slight adjustment in the i3Ds. Well, I might go into the original unedited Swampler pack, look at the i3Ds, and compare them to what we did on ours, and see, like, is the three numbers supposed to be like 25.125, and we only put 25, or what? Because that will make a difference. I wanted to swath this great big field and get it done, because that'll give us some good money without taking out a loan. we need to decide. I think I do want to raise some beef cows on here, but otherwise it would just be swath crop farmers, which wouldn't be too bad. There's like 4 swathable crops, I think, on this map. Wheat, barley, oat, canola, flax, 5. Wouldn't be too bad. Maybe we'll do that as our supplemental income to help make the money we need for the cows on the fields that aren't used for growing food we need for the cows. The stones turned on, we can crush them, put the mineral feed in for lime. That'll save us some money. And solid fertilizer. That way, when we start raising cows, we won't have those expenses. I think for this map, for this playthrough, we're going to keep doing crop work, and we'll go ahead and make and build up stuff we need for cows, just not get in a hurry to get cows. That's one problem we have, is I get in a hurry to get cows on a playthrough, where I think we'll work our way up first. Hey, D40. Interesting how going back just to clean up this little bit that was missed changes the yield from different colors, including some green, to just all red. Nice. I will take that. I think when we do need a sprayer, since we're going to have weeds turned on here, I might get one of the vents from the farm compact. amount of power spent from the farm back, of course. Yeah. I kind of laughed when I looked at one of them. It was called the GTA. I was like, huh. Interesting. What is a lot of birds in this freaking field? Get out of here! I'm gonna want to play Stitzer when it comes out. I don't know how much I'm gonna stream it because we're gonna be getting into our looking back at Farm Sim 22, getting ready for 25 series. Starting in like September. Revisiting some of our favorite maps and whatnot. So starting a map with only a little over a week left to go in August and streaming it would be kind of pointless. We might do a few streams on it, but won't get too invested in it as a streaming map because we won't be on it streaming for very long. But September marks 1 year of being back on YouTube. So that, and also getting ready for 25, that's when I'm going to be doing Beyond Home 22, Gold Crest Valley 22, Ravenport 22, and revisiting Elm Creek 22, leading up to Riverbend in November. For the Asia map. I might stream the Asia map and save the US map for videos. We'll see. Because tonight, you and I are trucking, Gabe. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing some stuff, working on videos, practicing, recording, so we can edit. But since I asked earlier and nobody really voted, I'm just gonna keep playing on here, owning the whole map, and work our way up by harvesting our crops, selling our crops, planting new ones, so on and so forth. We're going to need to get us a plow. Stone picker. Lime spreader. Ouch. Figured as much, but you never know. I'm still in first place. Boy, this swath of path, go back, clean it up, rinse and repeat things getting a little tiresome. Because it's really killing our time to have time to get back into pick this up, start selling it. That GPS sensor on the top of the roof is right in the middle, and that's where the center blue line is. So that's why I can't figure out why it's missing. Just a little tiny bit on the side. This should be a much longer pass though, because we finally got some of the edges cleaned up. Now we should be getting into the really long passes, which will make some of this a lot faster. No, I'm not. Maybe area 51%. Like some kind of alien. Well, at 50 meters, it's not going to take us too many more passes to finish this field. So, Big Sandy, which is the train, 2,600 and climbing. Okay. That's actually a pretty good price. Okay then. Try and swath up in as much of this field as we can. And then we'll start picking some of it up. But I want to try and sell some before the stream's over to make some money. We'll see. If not, then the next time we're on this map, we'll just pick up where we left off and finish up. Which might be tomorrow night. Might not be. Might be a different map tomorrow night. Alright. Let's clean up some missed stuff over on this side, and then we'll go back down the long path again. Might take a look at this tonight, Gabe, after we get done trucking. Because if I'm going to swamp it all tomorrow night, if I can figure out what's wrong with it and fix it, I'm going to need it for tomorrow night. So well, I want to look at the I3Ds on the original and see if the three numbers are like point something something something, and then see if when we did the edit, if we didn't keep the point something 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 and just put 25 25 25 or 25 negative 25 25, because that could be what's messing with us right now. That's the easy thing to check that I can think of. And it would cause this just slight, tiny little swath, narrow landing strip every time. No, that's just it. It's always missing just a thin little strip. That's why I'm thinking it's just a slight little number change in the I3Ds that we didn't do the way we should have or something. I don't know. I didn't do this edit, so I don't know. Because if I did this edit, I'd be taking a look at the pickup header and see if we could change that bonus for how much you get per crop for when you pick it up to be more than 5% or whatever it's supposed to be. Well, that's just it, you know. The way you played, you wouldn't notice if it was a true 50 meter or not. Yeah, after my stream, I need to set up my wheel, then go get my mail because it'll finally be cool enough to venture outside. And then come back, we'll truck for a couple of loads depending on how long a load we take. And then check that out. Because even though I'm likely going to be on this map tomorrow night, there is still another map or two I want to get set up for other streams. I don't want to do every stream on the same map. I want to have one or two others to bounce back and forth between. maybe 3 maps at the same time. A 2, a 4, and a 16. And it would help the swath if I frickin' turned on the swaller. Try that again. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Good thing I don't need to spend any money on anything right now because I've only got 12 grand. But our days of doing a streaming series and aiming for over 3 million cows, and we're not doing that anymore in FS22. Just bit my lip. Yeah. The days of doing that in FS22 were done. I want to do this map, because this is a more realistic looking terrain. I want to do a European map. That'll be the 16x. And then we might start one of our 2x revisits early. I'm thinking Westbridge. Or that before Westbridge where you gotta build your way up. Maybe we'll do that next Wednesday, have like Westbridge Wednesdays. That's what I'm thinking. I usually do 4 farm sim streams a week. Westbridge Wednesday, I think it's called Thurnigan, which is the 16x I want to do, which is a European map. That's the 16x I'll do on Thursdays. So Westbridge Wednesdays, Thurnigan Thursdays, and then Friday and Sunday mornings will be Loma. That'll be cool. At least until like September. And then we're going to start looking into revisiting FS22 versions of base game maps from past farms. I haven't decided if we're going to do Thurnigan Thursday tomorrow or start that next week. I have time to set it up. It might be tomorrow. Yeah, I was surprised to find mods today because I thought there wasn't going to be any because they dropped pretty late. I thought they were still like recovering from FarmCon or something and that there wasn't going to be any. And then all of a sudden I looked this evening and went, huh? So, Goham released an interesting video today. I don't know if you saw it or not, Gabe, but the NPC people that we will be interacting with in FS25 will kind of have emotions, like moving mouths, blinking eyes. Yeah. It might sound cool now, but it might end up being creepy looking when it launches. I've got my doubts. I'm not sure what to think yet. It might be a little disturbing. And by when I say a little disturbing, I mean a lot. I've seen NPCs in games before when they get introduced, and they look like something out of a freaking laboratory. I mean, I could be wrong. You know, we'll have to wait and see how they look. But potentially, from what I've seen in the past with other games when they introduce NPCs that you can interact with like that, they don't always hold up. They make you say, whoa, hold up. Because, yeah. Sometimes things get introduced to this game that are okay for the effort, but need some work. Kind of like the changes to the AI system we got in 22 as an example. I'm just, yeah. And what are some of these third-party modders going to do with those NPCs? I mean, we might end up with some stuff that can't be shown on streams on YouTube. It's concerning. Well, I'll tell you who won't be making that NPC. RGM. Yeah, anybody from RGM tries to make that NPC, the R in RGM will be gone. Be like, nope. Don't want any part of that. No gritty NPCs. Now maybe a K-bot NPC for Clutch. Put that creepy face on an NPC. Probably fit with the rest. The slug NPC. See, that's just it, right? The modders might figure out a way to make like character NPCs that are like, I don't know, you might get Batman walking around a map or something. I mean, you never freaking know, you know? I mean, who knows what you're gonna get? Depends on what kind of customization they can come up with and get to work with the system. We don't know how locked some of that is going to be. You know, I don't know just how much freedom to work with that stuff we're going to have. Now, the interactive, like, sell points where, you know, you might go into the farmer's market and put stuff on the shelf. That's interesting. I kind of like that. You take your pallet of bread or your pallet of eggs and you're stocking the shelf in your sell point. That's kind of interesting. That's an interesting addition to 25. The buildable farmhouses and looks like other build missions we're gonna have are a nice touch. I like that. But I don't know, there's just some things that I'm really morbidly curious about, like, oh god, what are they gonna do with this stuff? If we're gonna have like interactive sell points, does this mean we're gonna have like a great big Walmart to go into with like 25 check stands and only 2 of them open? You know, realism. Wondering, once I've plowed this field after it's been completely harvested, and when I lime and fertilize it, if that yield map is gonna improve, because it's all over the place. That is something I'm curious to find out, though, Gabe, because PF mapping just might be really weird for to start, and then gets better. We'll have to try it out and see what happens. I mean, I know that these fields might have different soil types in different parts, but they're not that all over the place. I mean, this yield map looks like somebody left a toddler with a bunch of markers unsupervised next to a white wall, and they just got to draw whatever they wanted to for an hour. I forgot to ask Carl what he thought about that video I sent him on Facebook today. Since buying a plow and a stone picker and lime spreader and all that stuff is something we're going to be doing soon anyways, I think we're going to go totally from harvesting this field to taking the money we get from selling its crop to kind of getting this field ready to go again before we move on to the next field and see just how it looks for how much lime and fertilizer we go through and how the map looks then, so we know if the other fields are going to improve or not. You know, if you look down here under the stubble, it looks really dry. I want an improvement to Farm Sim where moisture amount in the field is noticeable and affects your yield. Irrigation systems of some sort. too much rain will affect when you can plant. Even without seasonal cycles. So that you can plant whatever, whenever, but still need to have the ground dry enough. Or you have to water it some to make the ground loose enough to be able to plow it or plant it. Didn't do a lot with seasonal cycles in 22, but I might do more with them in 25. Check them out more, you know. Make it so that I can't just, make it tougher for me to decide when I'm going to plant something, or, actually make it easier because I'll have fewer options all the time. I might have to play like months that are more than just one day so that I have time to plan. I'm not going to go full realism in 25 because, well, yuck. But especially on some of the 2X maps, I might do something a little bit more base game. I feel like 28-day months would be too long, but like 1 to 3 days might be too short. I'd probably go about 2 weeks per month, about 10 to 14 days, depending on what options you get to set for months. Give me a bit more time to get things done at the right time. I did a lot of, strictly John Deere. Yep. But I did a lot of strictly, like mostly green farms in 19. In 22, I've tried to mix it up more and give some time to other brands like Ace and Massey and stuff. I did a New Holland farm on Good Times Farm, or Agco. I forgot to turn anything on again. So I might try some of the other features of the game, that I haven't been using, like seasonal cycles. Just to keep mixing it up a little bit. 2X maps with more base game capacities and not have harvesters that hold 100 million liters. Well, in 22, we're on 1 day right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a lot of freedom. I'd probably go like 14 or something days, because yeah, see, you can set it however many you want up to 28. And so if it stays that way in 25, I'll probably set it about 14 days. Give us time for harvest season, planting season, etc. And when we get into the winter months, I might bring it back, shorten it a little bit, so we can get through those months quicker, because there's less you can do. Hey, Spooky. There's less you can do in those months, so... Ouch. There's less you can do in the winter, so I would probably dial that back, get through those months quicker. And when you get into spring and you're ready to do your spring work, planting season and all that, then I would go back to the longer months. Of course, I guess maybe winter would be a good time to really concentrate on the animals, or greenhouses or something. We'll see. Productions, construction missions. Like, oh, it's winter, we'll just do logging and rebuild the old green mill or whatever we have to do. Some of those months might be peak times to sell off some of our crops. We want time to do that. We'll see. You know, I mean, there's a lot of question marks yet about FS25 that we'll have to check out. But this is our last pass, and then we can start using the pickup header and clean this up. We'll do a few passes with the pickup header, and then we will stop and get the truck and sell a load before we call it a night, so that we can make some monies, and then we'll finish up this field and get this field ready to plant again tomorrow night. We're going to spend probably most of this week's Farm Sim streams on this map to get us started, and then next week we'll start bouncing around some of the other maps. All right. Woohoo! Swathing of this field is finally done. This is a big field. This is probably one of the biggest fields on the map, I think. I haven't really looked at the map to see. Is it? Yeah, it pretty much is. I happened to pick, like, pretty much the biggest field on the map. That was smart. I mean, there's some other big fields on here. Let's not get confused, but yeah. I wonder if this would make one good field. It looks tempting. We shall see. I'm glad I didn't stay in the pause menu too long. I forgot I had cruise control going. Ah, I'm still driving. Well, I had bigger fields than that, Gabe, that courseplay worked okay on New Horizons. So I look at that and go, yeah, I can get that to work. So that's what I look at when I think about those fields and the options of merging. All right, Swather, what you got, Dirty? We'll see how fast it goes picking up Swath to know when we're going to stop and grab the truck and do a sell-off. Because we got to go get the truck, drive it back here, take it to the silo, drop it off, wait for the train. Stranded on the other side of town. Yes, you gotta unfold the ladder on the harvester in order to be able to use it. I did. It's just animated too slow. I don't really see a lot of use for it on this map. Unless I put paved roads where some of these gravel roads are. I haven't spent a lot of time on Thurnigan, which is a map I'm going to be getting ready for next week. I might see if there's a need for it on there. I think that's the 16X I'm going to grab, you know, and set up for stuff. That's what I want to do. I think I'm going to go at least until August when Stitzer, Wisconsin comes out. I think I'm going to go Wednesdays on before Westbridge, Thursdays Thurnigan, Friday and Sunday is going to be Loma. With the occasional Friday might be a Twitch. Random Friday, we'll see what happens. Those aren't totally no longer thing. But Sunday mornings would be Loma. Unless another map comes out. It really, really gets my attention and I'm like, I gotta stream this. Which is kind of what happened with this map. I was like, yeah, I want to stream it. So we'll see. But for now, that's the plan. And I'm thinking as far as like the Snake Pizzle Road Pack goes, Gabe, I'm going to look into finding a big flat 16X with hardly anything on it. And see if I can find something that I can make my own roadways and use the train. I might even grab like a 16X multi-fruit blank map and do that and then just start plowing my own and creating my own fields and just build something for myself that way. Decide, oh, this area is going to be sell points, fields here, barn there, just kind of build my own map in game. Kind of give you some practice at that. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I think it's multi-fruit already, so I would just have to figure out some kind of placeable vehicle shop, because it's just a trigger, I think, in the middle of nowhere. There was another 16X map. It was a beta that I don't think I have it anymore, but if I could find it again, it had a very, very little of any kind of stuff on it. It had a shop though, but I think it had a lot of building potential. That might be the one I would go with. Well, I didn't realize I that the swather missed that much on that corner. Oh well. I'm not going to go back and swath that corner for the oats again. I'll just plow that under. It's the way that headland management makes the turns, and it could be the field boundary too. I think we will, for tonight, just pick up the headland and then grab the truck and do the sell-off, because we're running a little low on time. And then we'll finish up this field tomorrow night. I might get horseplay in here tomorrow night, plowing this field so we can start swathing one of those other fields over there, so we can get more stuff done as we have the equipment to do it. The way headland management is right now, scanning ahead and scanning to the left in this field, is similar to the way that the GPS in FS25 is going to work. It's going to scan as it goes. You just set it off, and off it goes. And what I don't know is if it will accurately and automatically recognize tools like this one that have been edited to be wider than they're supposed to be. We'll have to wait and find out. Because otherwise, if you're mowing or plowing at a wider width, you can mess something up if you don't want to, if you're not careful. It'll take some experimentation, trial and error, patience, things I don't always have a lot of. Well, I will say this about this map. There's not a whole lot of grass on the outside edge. Quite a bit of bushes, but not a big deal. I'm just not sure I want to merge this big of a field with those. Now I do see it looks like Like these two fields might go well together. Maybe that one. We'll see what the terrain in between looks like. But I'm not going to add them to this one. This one's already big enough. Keep that one small in case I need it for something. Just not a whole lot of something. Maybe put these three together. We'll see. Either way, they're all going to be weird shaped doing that. It won't be like, well, that'll make them square. No, it won't. Glad we're getting that swathing bonus because, oof, the yield is not great. That's why I'm hoping it really improves quite a bit once we are able to plow and lime and fertilize and all that stuff this field. Let me take a look here. It doesn't need plowing, which is kind of surprising, but yeah. Its pH is not good, and of course its nitrogen is absolute garbage, which is not helping our yield at all. Not helping at all. Yeah, I thought about merging that field with another one, but then you get like, I'd have to raise up so you got that dip into the valley, so I won't be able to merge those two so well. They might stay separate. That's the thing, right? Is you get those dips in between the fields, so there may not be as much merging as I think. Oh, I know how that is, Gabe. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I won't be able to merge those fields after all because of that stuff in between, but might be able to make a road in there as a shortcut. Of course, I think it just goes to the edge of the map anyways. It missed a little bit back there, but otherwise it's doing pretty good at picking up at 20 miles an hour. Oh, yeah, it's missing. Alright, I'll slow it down. Darn it. If I find some oak swath that got missed and doesn't get picked up, and it won't get picked up by the baler when I come through and bale this, then I'll just probably come back out with the combine and pick it up again. Because I'll take that stuff then, those oats, what little bit there is, and just throw them in the silo to add to another crop. Another field of oats. But yeah, we'll be finishing up this field or doing more on it at least tomorrow night. Because we're not going to get it done tonight. I just want to make enough money off the oats and the straw bales when we sell them to be able to buy more equipment. So we are almost done. With the one pass. And then we will do an oat sell-off. I believe it is still a train because I was climbing for oats. Yeah. Okay. actually where I need to tag. The train rental. There we go. Don't know why all those were turned off. There we go. Well, the train rental, though, isn't really. It's more central. That's more the point of where it goes off the map. So tomorrow night we're going to finish picking up the swath, selling it off, which with this truck and trailer will take several loads. And then we will start baling. Sell off the straw bales. First thing we're going to be buying, though, is the flat deck that we're going to need to transport the bales. And hopefully make enough money off of doing that to get our plow and our stone cooker. And then hopefully we make enough money off of like swapping flax or canola to okay, there. Train is requested. It's the middle one. That's where we need to take stuff, drop it off. Okay. Yeah, storage elevator. That's what we want. This is going to be a little bit of a tight fit. We'll manage it. Professional video game farmers. Luckily, we've got time because this thing unloads rather slow while we wait for the train to get here. Then we gotta load it up so we can take it. Make our first sale, and then we'll call it a night. And whether or not we do swathing of flax next or canola will depend on how well it sells. I just wanted to do that field we did tonight because it's just so large. We'll see what how much we get done tomorrow night. How fast things go. And of course, since we're going to be doing mostly swathing to build up our money, what we plant next will depend on what sells best. Hey, look, that's timing. That was timing. Wow, I couldn't have timed that better myself. That was, wow, okay. That's perfect. Holy snakies. Oh, man, this tree's long. Apparently, we can't use all of these cars, but I don't need them all. Probably only need like one or two at the most for this much oats. Hello? Is there a start to this massive parade here? Yeah, there we go. Hey, stop! Hey, I rented you. Get out of here. Good Lord. Oh yeah, it'll all fit in one car for tonight. And I love how we're stopping traffic right now. And we're not even leaving yet. Aha! Sucks to be you. Alright folks, let's make our first sale. We have $12,402 right now. Let's see how much we make off of one truckload of oats. Like 2,600 per 1,000 liters or something like that. So, won't be too bad. Don't forget to hit that like button if you guys haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring the bell so you know when I'm going to be live or when I post a video or something. One nice thing about this map is we already have auto drive routes. That'll make things easier on us. Because eventually we're going to automate some of our harvesting and stuff to give us more freedom to do other work. I do not need the auto drive menu up for a vehicle that does not use auto drive. And there we go. Okay. About 200 grand. Nice. Cost us $11 for the train, but we made 199,700 off of the oats. And that was just one truckload. We've got a lot more to go. And that's oats. Wait till we start doing like flax or canola, because I think they probably sell a lot better. Yeah, canola. Oh yeah, almost 1,000 more. Flax, not so great. Flax isn't a big money maker, but we'll just save it until we have quite a bit all at once, I guess. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much. I will see y'all tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Pacific, right here. I will talk to you in a little while, Gabe. Yep. All right, you guys, have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.